Now this is Supersonic after getting his hands on the green emerald. If you've watched the Sonic 2 movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Great movie. Alright, let's have a look at Sonic with a grid on. And I'm going to draw Sonic a very similar sort of size. So I'm going to map it in and I'm going to transfer some of these across. So see these guidelines? I'm going to bring them across. So top, Sonic's chin through just below that line there, feet. Now the center line, what I may do is I'm going to bring this through the center so you can see there's a center line there. So if I've drawn that, okay, so this gives me a bit of a structure to work him from, and you can then start to map on. Now remember, drawing is all shapes. Now I can see almost like an oval shape there, so that's why I'm going to draw this sort of oval shape like so. It's a bit more like an egg shape, I suppose. So that's why I've started with that. Then we've got a small little, that's the middle line there, so that's got to come out a bit more. And I'm just sketching it, I'm drawing it lightly. Then he's got like a little oval shape there. Then his body comes up. He's got a couple of cool spikes, almost like manga sort of hair, or manga characters. Finish these spikes off. And that sort of pinches back that way. And then that comes around. Now you can see it's starting to take shape. Now the reason I can start mapping in some of the details because I know that that's the head, the body. Then we've got like the legs are only come off a little bit. Drawing lightly. And so the oval shapes or almost circles there, another oval shape on an angle coming down because the leg actually comes into the boot. Now what a great movie Sonic 2 is. I was fortunate enough to take my boys there. One's age 12, Hudson and Ari, the other day, and we went and saw Sonic 2, and I just love how the characters and how Knuckles comes into it and Tails. Yeah, it's a great storyline and how the characters change and how they all work together as a team in the end, which is awesome. Okay, this is sort of almost like a pointy oval shape. So there's his foot, curve line coming over for that. And they spoil the evil Dr. Robotnik's plans, or Eggman, whatever you like to call him. And the special effects are pretty cool in the show as well. Okay, so we've got his feet, we've got his body, now we've got to do his arm. Now his arm sort of starts up there and it gets a little bit wider, and we've got a curve, lots of lines and shapes, another curve like so. Now you might think his hand's really tricky, which it kind of is, but if we draw like a big boxing glove or an oval shape there, we can start to put all the details in. I'm just putting that there thinking, oh, is that big enough? Let's have a look at his other arm. It sort of sits in behind here. It's quite a big hand, so actually I might make that a bit bigger. There we are. That's why it pays to draw lightly. It pays to draw in pencil. And any mistakes that you make, as you know that I say before in my previous videos, it's all learning. Don't think of them as mistakes, think of them as learning. And I'm comparing all the different areas. So Sonic's got Supersonic, turns gold, comes up there, and then has a little bit of a nose shape coming out. That's the only part that sort of protrudes out there, and then his eyebrow does as well. So now if I look at this, and I was to draw an imaginary line there for this part, you can see that his eye comes down, comes up, and then flicks out like that, and then this one comes up, and just bringing a little bit side of that line, slightly different, but pretty good. I'm happy with how my drawing's coming along. I'm getting better and better the more I draw. I'm still not I'm still improving. I think everyone improves. If you're not improving and you're learning, it's kind of boring. I love trying different drawings. I love trying different things. And I love learning. And hopefully you guys are learning a bit as you follow along my drawing. Some new tips that I showed you today about trying to get proportions using a grid. Now you could make your own grid. You can use a ruler. If you want to make your own grid, a piece of overhead transparency sheet for those teachers, and then a Sharpie as well. Now don't forget Sonic's mouth. Now the line can make a huge difference. What's the difference there? He looks happy. Or we spin it the other way and he looks a little bit more ferocious. So even just the angles of lines can make a huge difference in your drawings. All right, now let's attack these hands. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to draw is the thumb. So I'm going to bring the thumb down, and it's a curved line, and then another curved line coming back like so. A line there. Now he's got 4 fingers. 1 coming in like that. 2 tucks underneath the thumb. The 3rd one, you can see the end of it, and then the 4th one there, and then this comes in like so, and then his thumb part comes around. So now you can see how and why I drew the oval shape to fit it all in. Then we've got this line coming back that way. We've got the fold lines. We've got it all looking pretty good. Once I put the shading on there, and that'll look even better. All right, let's start with his thumb on this side. You can see that it comes around and then back down like so, and then bring that around. And then he's got one finger. So I might make that a bit rounder there with a little line. I'll get rid of that. Then it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then the lucky last one, bit smaller there, and then we might just bring that in a little bit. And Sonic is now ready for outlining. Thanks for joining me in drawing Supersonic, and thanks to Hudson for his recommendation. Thanks, mate. Now remember, if you'd like to see me draw, write it in the comment below, send us a message, and I'll see what I can do. Who's your favourite character from the Sonic 2 movie? I really like the transformation of Knuckles, and I thought he was quite a cool character. Let me know who your favourite is in the comments below. Check out some of the other characters from Sonic that I've drawn in Knuckles and Sonic himself. I will see you next time. Thanks again. Cheers. Bye.